folk would never know that the Marsh girl had already read more books than they'd ever read in their lifetimes. Only Tate saw her remarkable talent. They read together, drew together, and slowly, friendship turned to love. During that time, Kia enjoyed the sweetness of first love. She thought those days would go on forever, as certain as the changing seasons, until one day Tate suddenly told her he was leaving for college. Kia couldn't accept it at first. Tate explained he didn't want to be a small-town fisherman his whole life. He wanted a degree and to give Kia a better life. On the day they parted, they said goodbye at the dock. Tate left her a piece of paper with a list of publishers' contact information he'd already planned for her future. With all her hand-drawn illustrations of the Marsh's creatures and her vast biological knowledge, she could absolutely publish a book. Tate promised he'd be back by July 4th. After he left, Kia worked day and night documenting all kinds of birds. She wanted to fill an entire sketchbook to surprise him when they reunited. She waited until the day finally came. Kia put on a dress, held her sketchbook, and waited on the beach with high hopes. She waited from afternoon to dusk, from dusk to late night, until the fireworks that weren't for her lit up the distant sky. Tate never showed up. The next day, Kia woke up on the beach. She finally understood she had been abandoned again. Back home, she tore her sketchbook apart and lost her direction in life. Before long, the sound of birds woke her up. A beautiful Cooper's hawk stood at her window. Kia followed it to the beach, where the waves washed away her footprints and soothed her sorrow. From then on, she immersed herself completely in nature, writing and drawing without rest. She sent some samples to a publisher and soon received a reply and a check. Kia no longer had to dig for mussels. She bought new furniture, had electricity installed, and more importantly, she paid off all the back taxes her father had never paid over the years. She became the true owner of the Marsh. 5 years after Tate left, another man walked into her life. His name was Chase. He had an athlete's build and seemed easygoing. He took Kia to the beach on a date. Looking for something to talk about, he picked up a shell. Kia's eyes lit up with surprise. She recognized it as a scallop shell at once, and even recited its habits. Chase hadn't expected the Marsh girl to know so much about a shell. He kissed her impulsively, trying to take things further, but his moves angered Kia. She knew he was just toying with her, not sincere. Kia left in anger. Chase quickly apologized, and to win her forgiveness, he took her to his secret hideout, an abandoned fire lookout tower. It was dilapidated, and the wooden planks were loose. Kia was nervous at first, but soon she was captivated by the view. For the first time, she saw the full expanse of the marsh she'd grown up in. Kia couldn't quite define her feelings for Chase. It wasn't love, she just enjoyed the company. Chase's goal was simple, to be her first man. The Marsh girl was unlike any town girl he'd met, and that gave him a thrill he'd never felt before. One night, he suddenly mentioned marriage, and invited her on a trip. Kia agreed half doubtfully. They stopped at a rundown motel. Needless to say, that was Chase's real intention. Though disappointed by the experience, Kia gave him a gift, a necklace made from that rare scallop shell. What Kia didn't know was that during this time, Tate had come back. He'd broken his promise, and when he returned, he saw Kia with Chase. Tate felt he had no right to interfere, but then he overheard Chase bragging and humiliating Kia behind her back.
Wow, this Bobcat worth every bit of the gas money.
Hey, don't talk about her like that.
Enraged, Tate got into a fight with Chase. That night, he came to Kia's shack, but was met with stones and fury.
I never want to see you again. Ever.